Hello, my name is Stephen Pearson. Craig Brown is my instructor. I'm doing my ring lapping project for FTT221. The date is July the 12th, and I've already installed my the bases of my scope rings. Now we will use our alignment tools here and see how close or far off we are. Once you put those on, you need to put your top of your scope rings on. I did clean these before I started. Can be a tedious process, but it is necessary if you're going to install a scope on a rifle. You always want to make sure you're as accurate as you can be. We are actually pretty decent. But we're going to lap it just to be on the safe side, and because that's part of my course. So, to lap it, take your alignment tools back out. I'm not going to remove the top ring completely. Remove your alignment tools. Go to your kit and get your lapping bar. Get it ready, and your handle. And make sure you got your lapping compound. Book says to use a Q-tip or something. I'm just going to apply it with my finger. Make sure you coat both sides fairly well. Top and bottom, I mean, and front and back. If you don't get a good even coating, then you can get uneven wear, which would be detrimental to the process. Once you're sure you got it coated good, seen people do it both ways in videos, but You can either just slide your lapping bar in now, or you can, as I've seen some people do, take and put a little bit more lapping compound on the bar. Mine's not that bad, so I'm just going to slide the lapping bar in. Get it to a position where you can put your handle in. Then you want to tighten your screws down. Not so tight that you can't move your lapping bar once you get the handle in, but you do want to have it in good snug. Or not get your handle in, but not turn it once you do get the handle on. Install the handle on the lapping bar and check the tightness. Mine's a little too tight. Back them off just a little bit. You're just going to turn it back and forth several times. Like I said, mine wasn't too bad, so I'm not going to do it a whole lot, but you want to keep it good and snug. Once you feel it start loosening up some, tighten your screws just a tad, and then try it again. And once I tighten it up and do it a couple of times, put it a little bit tighter, I'm going to recheck my alignment. Sorry about that. I think I just swallowed a gnat. Okay, like I said, mine wasn't too bad off, so we're going to check it now. You want to remove your lapping bar. And the most strenuous part of this is having to remove all the stuff and then clean it as you get done with each step, but that's necessary. You don't want to leave any lapping compound inside there, because if you do, it could eat away at the coating on your scope and cause other issues. But and I hope this video don't turn out to be too long, but I'm trying to make sure I cover all the points. This time I am going to completely remove my top ring so that I can ensure that I get all of this lapping compound out before I install my scope. And then I'm going to wipe these down with some alcohol before I reinstall them. That way I can ensure I get any of the grit that's left on them off. And you want to be sure you keep the front and back associated with the front and back. You don't want to mix them up because that could throw your alignment off. I mean, if you're going to be doing long range shooting, you want to make sure that everything you can do in your power is done. So that if you're shooting at game or targets or whatever, you can say, hey, I did all I could do. Like I said, this is the worst part, to cleaning up after each time. And I mean, if I'm not perfectly aligned, then I have to go through the process again. But that's all part of making sure everything's good. I gotta get a clean rag. Give me just a second. Now I'm wiping them down with alcohol. Ensure that I got all the rubbing compound, or lapping compound off. Again, you don't want to leave none on there, because if you do install your scope, if it does move, you're going to scratch the finish, mess up your rings, whole world of issues. And I use alcohol because it dissolves rather quickly, or evaporates, I'm sorry. But you can use whatever cleaner you want to get the remainder of the lapping compound out. Now, we're going to reinstall our top. You don't want to go super tight on these because you are going to be adding the alignment bars back in. And you want to make sure you can actually get them in there. These rings actually hold 4 screws a piece. I'm only doing 2 on each one right now with the alignment bars, but check our own. Oops, it's split in. The rear. Oh, got that one a little too tight. Now I'm gonna tighten them down a little bit. And now we're dead on. I love it when a plan comes together. So now that we're good, like I said, I was only off by just a little hair when I started. But now that I'm aligned, you want to ensure your base of your scope rings is tightened down before you start doing this, because you don't want to get everything aligned. Then your base rings move or something. If that happens, that's going to throw you back out of alignment, and it's not going to be a good thing. Now we're going to install the scope. It's the West Hunter scope that the school sent me. Seems like it's a pretty good scope. We'll find out. Not able to go to the range today. I got to work the rest this week, so hopefully I'll be able to get to the range this weekend and check the scope out and get it zeroed in. Now that I'm aligned. And some other stuff I'd seen is you want to place your rings as far apart as you can. The front one, I've got it set to where it's going to be pretty much right up on the front flip cover here. My rear one for my eye relief. I have it set forward of the adjustment for the zoom. Before I tighten these all the way down, I'm going to ensure that my scope is correctly aligned with the crosshairs as far as being horizontally and vertically good. Good right there. Don't tighten all the screws on one down at one time. I like to go in an alternating pattern. That way you're not torquing down too much pressure on one or the side or the other. But that's it on ring lapping. I've got 4 more screws to install on my scope, on my ring, to have my scope fully mounted. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I covered all the topics.